I'm going to be cooking peppered kangaroo, a spiced sweet potato, and a pineapple and chili relish. Now, kangaroo is now being exported from Australia all around the world. However, if you can't get it, you can use venison instead. They're quite similar in texture, quite similar in flavour. First, I'm going to get ready my sweet potatoes. I'm going to slice them into big hunks, a tiny bit of oil on them, a little bit of salt, and then onto a hot grill. I want the sweet potatoes to go all charred and smoky. So whilst they cook, I can get going with the main ingredient. Kangaroo is a wonderful thing. The meat itself is almost fat-free. So the only way you can really cook it is to scorch it. To scorch it very, very quickly, because if you try and cook a piece of meat like that for a long period of time, it will just simply dry out. And I've got a mix here of actual green, white, black, and pink peppercorns all mixed together. Some salt, and then thyme. Grind that together. Kangaroo is actually a really rich meat, same as grouse or same as venison. So that richness just needs to be taken away with a little bit of spice. Coat the kangaroo loin in the crushed peppercorns, making sure it's all rubbed in so the flavour really penetrates. Now for a little pineapple chutney or a little relish. Cut the pineapple into little squares, and we're going to put to that some little bit of chilli. And chilli, sweet chilli sauce and pineapples always work well together. Take the seed out. Remember, we've got lots of spice with our pepper anyway, so we don't need too much. And look at those colours, just the colours alone are absolutely wonderful. So now we just put a little bit of Japanese vinegar. The vinegar is just enough to bring out the sweetness of the pineapple. Think about sweet and sour pork. There's my little pineapple relish. So take the sweet potato as it's almost cooked, a bit of foil, and make the foil into a little pouch. Take the sweet potato, put the pouch onto the stove, and then add to it a little knob of butter. Leave that on the heat for a minute or so, just so the butter melts and the whole parcel starts to steam. So to flavour the sweet potato, cumin, cardamom, and coriander go into a pan, and roasting of spices brings out their flavour. Keep the spice mixture moving so it doesn't burn, and when you can smell the aroma, transfer the whole lot to a mortar and pestle ready to grind. Pound them together. Inside here you'll see I've got the husk from the cardamom. You don't want it. You don't want it at all. It's time for me to cook that kangaroo. Oil on the kangaroo, not in the pan, because the oil will burn in the pan, whereas on the kangaroo it will just seal it. And then pick up the paper and roll it in. That's going to take about 2 minutes on each side. I'm going to turn it a couple of times just so the roundness of it all gets cooked, but not long at all. This is exactly the same thing as cooking a rare or a blue steak. Just to finish this roux off, a little knob of butter. While the kangaroo rests, prepare some coriander and fresh mint to flavour the sweet potatoes. Mint, yogurt, cardamom, cumin, and coriander, all Middle Eastern flavours, with my Australian kangaroo. And then my roasted, dried, pounded spice mixed together. Take my little parcel off here of sweet potato. And in here, look, there you go. Just remove the skin and roughly chop the sweet potato. If I was in a restaurant, I'd probably be pureeing this. But as I'm under a tree in Cairns, I can just chop it up and make a lovely little sort of sweet potato salad. Time to carve the peppered kangaroo loin. In here, we're going to slice this kangaroo, and it's going to be lovely and rare. Look in there. And you see in there it is, all juicy and beautiful. Sweet potato, and then my kangaroo, my pineapple and chili chutney. The outside. And now a little bit of yogurt there. So there you go, peppered kangaroo, spiced sweet potato, and pineapple and chili relish. Some people might call that bush tucker, I call that elegant modern Australian food.